Well, I went on that cruise, so that was like outside of the country.
Oh, you went on Carnival cruise, right?
It was a Carnival Victory, I think it was.
How long was it?
It was only 5 days, but I got to spend a day in Miami, day and night.
That's
and
awesome.
hung out with Tyler Bryce. You're familiar with Tyler. He's the man of many voices.
Yeah.
He got his start on Symposium, which is a thing that Sam Clant and I started where local artists, musicians get together, show their works off.
Yeah.
A free event, but it was just a gathering of people showing off their talents.
Oh, that's cool.
Art,
you
music,
enjoyed the cruise and
poetry.
stuff? Was it?
I did.
It's an interesting group on the Carnival.
Well, it was really not what I expected, but made the most of it. Had a great time. It was my first cruise and went with an old roommate
really?
from San Diego. And,
Your first cruise out on the ocean, you go for 5 days.
Yeah,
that's pretty brave, actually.
Yeah.
Most people do like the 3-day thing, and now I've done.
It was fine. I mean, I got to do some scuba diving in
awesome.
Grand Turk Islands, and that
I've
was
done
probably
it
my
there.
favorite part. I really am into scuba
Stingrays
diving.
and all that. Did you see all the stingrays? and
No, I
stuff?
saw that in Cozumel, but no eagle rays this time, anything like that. Sea turtles, groupers, triggerfish, that sort of thing. Some eels, and a lionfish, too.
Yeah, they killed them.
They're trying to.
Did they do that? Did it when you were out? Like the guy.
Our guide tried to kill it. He was not very good with the trident. And I mean,
Really?
was
He had, like,
wow,
a little
you're
trident? Like
this
he's
close. How did
Poseidon
you
or something?
Yeah, he did.
You're serious?
Like, I swear, he came out with a trident. I was like, "What's he going to do with this thing?" And that's what they do. They try to kill the lionfish because they are invasive. Are they evasive? Well, they're probably both.
I don't know.
They're
You're
probably
being
a little bit of
invasive
both.
right now.
I am.
Yeah. No, I know.
But they eat the coral. They just destroy all the wildlife
kill
around
everything.
them.
They're cool to look at, but they really do.
Beautiful. They're amazing.
They're like
creatures.
a Kardashian. Like you look at it, but it just destroys everything
Just-
around it.
Yeah.
So-
Just get rid of it.
Yeah, just carry a trident if you ever see a Kardashian.
Stab it in that big butt.
Yeah. Did you scuba dive in Cozumel?
Yes. Yes, we
And
did.
They have the
3
wall.
different dives.
You go to the little
Didn't
wall
see,
thing. and-
Yeah, actually, I'm sorry. We did see a wall. And then this one down by the Grand Turk Islands, there was a 7,000-foot wall. Mm-hmm. And that's just a real trip. You're looking at coral on one side. It's beautiful. You look to the left, and it's just straight down abyss.
Like blackness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened to me. Cozumel was the first place I had officially scuba dived after I got my license. And you go through the little caves and stuff like that. Or, they're not really
Right,
caves,
the swim
whatever.
throughs, whatever you want to call it.
And then you come out the other side, and the guy in front of me was new as well. And you go kind of in a line, and the guy in front of me, I see him doing this whole, like, swimming back. Like he thought he was going to fall or something. You're not.
I purposely did that just to experience what it felt like it would be to free fall a little bit.
See, I had a cool instructor. I got my license on a ship. On some of the big ships, if you're on there like I am for months, you can get your license.
I mean, it only takes like 4 days, so you might as well take advantage of your time on the ship.
Right, and it's cheap, free. That's cheap if you work on the ship. So the guy trained me, and we went to Cozumel to do our open water time, and we would do the thing where you're upside down and you have to control your buoyancy and all that. And it was pretty cool.
Well,
actually.
it's so different than anything you'll ever do. I mean, I'm pretty comfortable with it now, but the first time I had a little freak out panic attack right in the swimming pool my first day of trying to breathe underwater with the mask, and it seemed so unnatural that
it's very weird.
I had a little panic attack.
Yeah,
but,
you're made not to breathe underwater.
No,
Yeah, I had the.
We are a mammal.
Yeah.
Well, wait, so are whales.
Well, so was Kevin Costner in Waterworld, or was he? He'd have been an amphibian. He had like gills. Remember that?
He did have gills. Yeah. They should have called him Gil. That should have been his name.
Really? That's where we're going. No, but Cozumel, I always have something weird that happens because I do the dives there, and every single time I've had an incident. But they're very professional there. One
great.
time, we're out in the reef, and there's like sharks in the water. Did you know there's sharks in the ocean? So we went around, and there were sharks and stuff. And suddenly somebody starts pointing at me.
Yeah.
And that's not good underwater. They're going,
God.
like freaking out. And I'm just holding still, and I'm kind of afraid to turn around. And I feel this jerk. And what happened was my tank came off.
Oh, no.
And went up.
Oh,
and they saw it going. And so luckily I grabbed the regulator.
Yeah.
Because it was through my vest and held onto it. And they swam over and put it back in. But we were really
How
fun.
did that happen?
It
If
just
you do
wasn't
all
on
your
there.
checks properly.
I'll tell you how it happened.
Bruce Willis, what is that? There's a check. There's an acronym.
Die Hard. Please do not bring up Die Hard when I'm diving. But no, I'll tell you what happened is I did my checks, and then the instructor there, they're really, they pay attention to detail, whatever. And so they came around, they wanted to double check everything. And so he undid it, and he didn't do it as tight as I did. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I was not a happy camper
What a
about
jerk.
that. Yeah, I was a little upset.
Yeah.
But
could have just ruined
but he
your
did do the
vacation.
stabbing of, yeah, it could have been a Black Isle vacation. It's horrible. That's horrible. But
That's cool, though. I didn't know you were an open water certified diver for Patty.
my wife and I are both. And
Okay,
I
cool.
dive a lot. And now when I go out on ships, because I know them so much, I've done
Yeah.
hundreds of these dives and ships and stuff. They let me go out and do the night one, and that's weird.
Very cool.
And we do the shark feeding. I have a picture on my Facebook where you kneel, or you get in a big circle and you kneel, and the sharks come and they feed them. The guy in the middle feeds them.
Yeah.
And one time we were swimming, scuba diving. Well, it's part of scuba diving. And we went out, and a school of hammerheads came over.
Oh, wow.
Like 1,000.
Yeah,
Like,
how'd that
I'm not
feel?
kidding. It's like a
Circling
swirling.
above.
It was like the Sharknado, but in the water, where they should be. And so it went over us. Like we just all stayed down and
Very
hold
humbling
still.
feeling.
Oh yes, yeah. But it just passed. But it took a long time, and our instructor was like kept checking the
You're like,
gauges. and-
okay, we got about 200 psi of air.
yeah, it was not.
These
It was very
little son of a
scary.
guns leave soon.
And those things are scary. They
Oh,
got
yeah.
they're freaks.
But they're just disgusting looking.
yeah, what's wrong with them?
They got a pretty smile, though.
Really? So, well, have fun. Well, scuba diving here in Branson, too. You can go to the dive shop, go in the lake, have fun with that. No sharks.
Yeah,
so
no
far.
sharks.
We
Very
don't have-
large
we don't have
catfish.
sharks. Very large catfish.
Get up like 6 foot in Table Rock.
Maybe. I don't know. I stay away from those things.
I mean, have you
Those
seen Lake
gator-
Monsters?
Yeah.
On TV?
Yeah, I have, actually. Yeah. After I saw that, I
You
stopped
won't want to
swimming
go
in the lake.
You won't want to go scuba diving in.
No,
Table
they
Rock
had those
Lake.
gars. You ever see those things?
Right.
They're like the crocodile thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
And
pretty
they look
scary.
ancient, don't they?
They do. They have them at the Bass Pro. You can see them up there.
Yeah,
And
I'd
it's-
rather
it's
just see 'em there.
ginormous. Yeah, that's okay.
Mounted.
But no sharks. We have a lot of wildlife, though. We got bear around here. We have cougars.
We do have black
we
bear.
get a lot of cougars
You
in Branson.
generally
We get
will
cougars
not
all
see a
over.
black bear. They don't want to interact with people. I mean, they can smell you up to like 2 miles away, from what I
Yeah.
understand.
And there's nothing freakier than diving and coming across a black bear.
Dude,
It
that is the weirdest.
scariest thing. So check out the diving. I guess that's what we're trying to say. Is enjoy nature.
I guess
Become
so.
one.
Let's do that.
Become
I mean,
one.
Branson is more than just pretty lights and fiddles and banjos.
Yeah.
We've
Camp
got
nature.
amazing nature and wildlife around here. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful area.
All right. That sounds fun.